First morning in Guangzhou. I'm taking a little back street down towards an island that I want to visit. This shady little side street runs parallel to the main drag. It's quite authentic down here. I must say this city has a totally different feel. Interesting that all these little scooters have charging stations. This city is much more laid back than Chongqing, less hooting. It may be because it's the weekend, but it's less frantic. And walking out on the main drag earlier, it felt more like Malaysia for some reason. Waste bins all neat and tidy, not a scrap of litter to be seen anywhere. A bit of wall art on show here. A lady sweeping in the background. Some of these little back streets seem to be separated off with fences with golden tipped pointy bits. Hydraulic car parking. Doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter which way the traffic's meant to be flowing. You've got to watch out for these scooter guys. The electric scooter guys are the ones you've got to watch out for, because they come down the footpath in any direction. They do seem to have dedicated lanes, but they're just as likely to be coming at you on the footpath. This is the junction of Dadi and Renmin. Renmin being the one with the taxis, and Dadi the one I'm coming down. Nearly got run over. Okay. Let's just see what we get here. What happens here is when the lights go against these guys, they become pedestrians. So even though your lights have gone to green to walk, the pedestrians, you see these guys consider themselves as pedestrians. A little bit of street apparatus if you're waiting for the bus. Get on the old bicycle thing or do a few press-ups. Now this little street down here is wholesale clothing suppliers, and they have their demonstration product outside, and if you like it, you just order them by the gross. And there's some really nice stuff on show actually, but obviously none of it has prices because they don't want punters like me walking in and saying, "How much is this shirt, please?" So these things here are not for sale like individually, you buy them by the bale. Interesting. And these individual suppliers. Looks like we've got a bike rental situation opposite. See, these are the motorbike guys who get you, because they're coming the wrong way down this street. Looks like somebody's done a bit of business, all bailed up and ready to go. I'm expecting to see some of these names we see in our TK Maxx and TJ Maxx in America. Now this is the corner of Heping and Changi. And a lot of frantic activity here. There's no shortage of rental bikes in this town. Somehow I don't think I'd last 5 minutes in this traffic. And I'm just crossing over to what is known as Shamian Island. That's the way I'm pronouncing it. Apparently this is an island of the colonial past with some interesting architecture. This colonial style architecture is definitely grabbing the attention of the Instagram crew. Look at this. Why would you do that? Quick question, how many different ways can I wave my arms in front of a church? Bank of Taiwan. And how's that going? Just when you think there's no limit to it. Well, that was quite interesting. Some old colonial architecture safely on a little island away from all the popular modern development in the rest of the city. Now this is Jinping Road, which seems to be a market for dry goods. Huge bags of mushrooms outside this one particular shop. Dry ginger, dry roots, dry something. I don't know what that thing is. Dry everything. There's a big sort of shopping centre that the dried fruit seems to go on and on. The dried stuff mostly seems to be mushrooms, fish. Meow, meow, meow. You're happy, aren't you? Ow. Just in case anybody hasn't figured this out, my videos are not on how to do the best things in every town that I visit. They're more just an observation of an old geezer wandering around, unaccompanied, going solo with a one-way ticket and making it up as I go along. If that's the sort of thing you like, well, stay tuned. This is known as Pedestrian Street. Main thing that's missing seems to be pedestrians. It is Sunday, so maybe we should be a bit lenient on that. You're going to have to forgive my pronunciation, but this looks like Guangzhou Street. It's supposed to be a pedestrian shopping area. Modest in my opinion, but maybe that's because it's a Sunday. Okay, this seems to be some sort of market alley, so let's just plunge in here and see how far we get. And the aisles are so narrow you can't. I haven't seen any men's stuff at all yet. Not that you could talk of. Seem to have wandered into a park of some kind, which is a rather nice contrast to the hustle and bustle of the traffic. This is Guangzhou Public Park. Cultural Park, I think, to give it its proper name. Something going on here. Oh, there are people playing a board game competitively by the look of it. Looks like fun. This is the new China Plaza. It has a very impressive entrance, I say that. Marble or granite columns. Gopop KTV Studios. Come on in and be a star. Quite a surprising item to find here in the middle of Guangzhou. Well, thanks very much for watching, everyone. I found the people to be lovely here, the same as in Chongqing. Very helpful when they can be, business-like the rest of the time, and minding their own business. The ladies dress very conservatively. There's not a bit of litter anywhere, and everything is well ordered and well behaved.